points mean prizes in the Premiership Supporters Cup, and tonight's opponents, Peterborough, are determined not to leave empty-handed. Tonight's historic action are brought to us by Belle Vue's principal partner, ATPI. Well, good evening everybody. Another week down, another Thursday night of historic racing action from the National Speedway Stadium. This week brought to us by our principal partner ATPI, the go-to guys for all your advanced travel needs. Be sure to check out their website, www.atpi.com, for any services of theirs that you may require. So this week we're back in 2019 with the Peterborough Panthers in town for Supporters Cup action. Some ex-Belle Vue riders among their ranks, Rowan Tungate and Hans Andersen. They're going to be tricky opponents here at the NSS, but who's going to come out on top? Well, I'm going to hand over now to the boys for heat number 1 and we'll find out. Enjoy the meeting. You can forget that race already started for Somerset.
So riders on track for heat number 1 here at the National Speedway Stadium. Premiership Supporters Cup action tonight, and the Crendon Peterborough Panthers in town. Looking forward to 15 heats of action. Aces looking to do the double over the Panthers. They were victorious at the East of England Arena a week last Monday, and so looking to do the same here on home show tonight. The 4 riders on track and towards the line for heat number 1. For the inside, it sees going in the blue helmet colour, gate number 1 for the Rentrock Belle Vue Aces, it's Steve Worrall. Next to him in the yellow helmet colour for the Panthers, it's Bjerre. Gate 3 in red, it will be Max Fricke, and off the outside, a former ace in the white helmet colour, Rowan Tungate. So Tungate, I'm sure, looking for a good night here on a track that he knows very well indeed. Referee tonight in charge of things is Graham Flint as they come to order for heat number 1. Let's fly away they go. Fast off for the man in the yellow helmet. Bjerre gets to the first corner and the Panthers man away. Here comes Max Fricke on the outside of his team partner Steve Worrall, but it's Bjerre with a fast start out front. Max Fricke trying to hunt him down, Tungate trying to come to the outside of Worrall. Bjerre's got bike issues and he's coming to a halt, and that's gifted the Aces a 5-1 situation. So disappointment for the diminutive Dane, Bjerre. Bike issues for him, and the Aces away here and looking good. A bit of good fortune in the opening team race of the season. Max Fricke comfortably ahead of team partner Steve Worrall. It's Rowan Tungate in 3rd. And the Aces in total control in this first race of the night. Track, as you can see, has been well watered, but not slowing Max Fricke up any. Pulling away from his teammate on every lap. Worrall's comfortably in 2nd, and the Rentrock Aces are going to bring home a 5-1 maximum in the first race of the night. Great stuff from Max Fricke and Steve Worrall. Disappointment for Peterborough and for Bjerre. Here we hope that doesn't set the tone for the night. Both Aces boys are going to come round on a lap of order. Great stuff from them.
National Speedway Stadium. He is on fire this year.
Max Fricke going great guns already in 2019. Was outgated there by Bjerre, but no problems taking the victory after Bjerre came to a halt. So Fricke with the win. 2nd man home was Steve Worrall, and 3rd went to Rowan Tungate. A 5-1 to the Rentrock Aces on heat number 1.
60.18. 2nd in blue was Steve Worrall, and 3rd in white, Rowan Tungate. So to maximum 5 points.
Perfect start to their night's work then for the Rentrock Belle Vue Aces. We are on to heat 2, the reserves race. 4 riders at the line already for this one. It will see going in the white helmet colour, gate number 1, a recent addition to the Crendon Panthers lineup, Aaron Summers. Going in the red helmet colour for the Aces, gate number 2, it's Berge. Gate 3 in yellow, experienced Ben Barker. I'm looking forward to seeing this man in the blue helmet colour. On the outside, it is Lidsey. Lidsey, a young Australian making his debut in British Speedway, has ridden in Poland for the last 12 months or so and performed well over there. So looking forward to starting off his Aces career brightly. Scored well at the East of England Arena last week, 7 points from his 5 outings. But first time on home shale, and looking forward to a good night. Settling down then for heat number 2. Fly away they go. Start for the man on the inside, Aaron Summers. Summers trying to force Berge wide on the first corner. The Frenchman makes a mistake and it's Panthers 1 and 2. Here comes Lidsey around the outside of Ben Berge, slotting into second. But it's Summers with a fast start from the inside. The Panthers man out front. And Lidsey trying to hunt him down. It's Berge in third, ahead of Dimitri Berge, who's trying to make up after being booked aside on the first corner. Lidsey with pace, hunting a fellow Australian, Aaron Summers. Summers riding a controlled race out front. 2 laps gone of heat 2, the reserve race. Summers with a 5 metre advantage. Barker's trying to claw back the ground on Jamin Lidsey. Into the top corner they go. Aaron Summers seemingly has got this one wrapped up. Lidsey's being kept honest by Ben Berge. Berge trying to find out the best way through here on the inside of the Australian Lidsey. Down the back straight for the final time. It looks as if it will be a heat advantage for the visitors. A 4-2 situation. Round they come. Lidsey one final challenge, but Summers will hang on. Aaron Summers making it count from game number 1. Good stuff from him. He wins heat 2 there. Jamin Lidsey home for second. Ben Berge with a strong ride in third, and disappointment for the Frenchman Dimitri Berge. Booked aside on the first corner and unable to recover. But no problems out front for the Panthers. Number 6, Aaron Summers, started off well as well for the Bandits of Berge in the championship. And a good start to his night's work here at the National Stadium. Aaron Summers with the win. Jamin Lidsey home for second, and third went to Ben Berge. A 4-2 to the visitors, and after 2 heats, 7 to the Rentrick Belle Vue Aces, 5 to the Peterborough Panthers.
So that's 2 points to the Aces and 4 to the Panthers, 2-4. And the score after 2 heats is the Belle Vue Rentrick Aces 7 to the Panthers 5. 7-5.
On we go then to heat number 3, and competitive lineup on track for this one. Of course, a slightly alternative formula for this Premiership Supporters Cup. We're back to the old 13 heat formula of years gone by. We have a nominated heat 14, which is determined by Twitter. We'll bring you more about that later, and then heat 15 in the normal way. The team manager's discretion. But this heat 3, the riders at the line. It's Seas going in the blue helmet colour, gate number 1 for the Aces, making his home debut, hoping for a better night than he endured at Peterborough last week. Ricky Wells will line up in the blue helmet colour, gate number 1. Gate 2 in yellow, it is the hard charging Charles Wright. Gate 3 in red, great to see this man back in Aces colours in 2019, Kenneth Bjerre, and off the outside in white, Hans Andersen. Settling down then for heat number 3. Fly away they go. Last start for the man of gate number 3, Kenneth Bjerre. Ricky Wells has made a reasonable one from the inside, and Wells trying to force Charles Wright aside. Wright, no, won't be denied, and he's around the outside of the American. Hans Andersen making a poor start, finding himself at the back. Ricky Wells keeping it down low, and Wells slots into second for the Rentrick Aces. Charles Wright, though, trying to battle back. It's Kenneth Bjerre out front looking good. Charles Wright has got a bit more pace than Wells. Gets back around the outside of him. Fine action here in heat number 3. Out front and gone is Kenneth Bjerre, made a lovely start on day number 3. And the Aces striking back with a heat advantage 4-2 here in heat 3. So Kenneth Bjerre, the race settling down now. Out front, it's Charles Wright in second. Wells perhaps losing some pace here. Hans Andersen not too far behind. Hans Andersen will have a look down on the inside of him. Down the back straight they go. I think Wells has got enough in the locker here to bring home the 3rd place point. I think final corner they come. Kenneth Bjerre, 5 shot from him, he wins it. Second man home was Charles Wright. Third spot went to Ricky Wells, and disappointment for Hans Andersen. Hans Andersen making a poor start and unable to get on terms there. The man out front making a lovely start, and great to see him back in Aces colours, as we say. Kenneth Bjerre went through the car with a full house 15 at Peterborough 10 days or so ago, and off to a winning start here tonight as well. So Kenneth Bjerre, fine win from him. Charles Wright home for second, and third that went to Ricky Wells, a 4-2. And after 3 races here at the National Stadium, 11 to the Red Truck Belle Vue Aces and 7 to the Peterborough Panthers.
0.16. Second in yellow was Charles Wright, and third in blue, Ricky Wells.
Time counting down on heat number 4. Chase the Ace keeping a close eye on things, but the rider we're waiting for, Ben Berge, is making his way off the top corner. Berge cutting it fine. Not quite sure whether the regulations mean he's got to be right here at the line. The 2 minutes has expired, but I think Graham Flint, the referee, will give him the benefit of the doubt there. So as Berge arrives, we'll take you through the lineup. Dimitri Berge, he goes in the blue helmet colour, gate number 1. Ben Berge goes in yellow, gate number 2. It's Dan Bewley. How great it is to see Dan Bewley back on a bike after his horror crash last year. Just asking for the green light to be shot. He's in the red helmet colour, and off the outside in white, a man that goes very well here at the National Stadium, it is New Zealander Bradley Wilson-Dean. Temperature dropping here in Manchester, but fortunately no issues with the weather tonight. This meeting, of course, washed out last Thursday, but back in action tonight as they settle down for Heat 4. Danny Marshall walks away. It's fly away they go. Really with a good start off game number 3. Berge has made a good one as well for the inside, and it's aces 1 and 2. Wilson-Dean trying to come around the outside of his team partner, slots into third, and he's got his sights on Berge. Trying to go to the outside of the Frenchman is Bradley Wilson-Dean. Berge will block his run. Out front and looking good is Daniel Bewley. But a final battle developing for second as the Kiwi Wilson-Dean trying to force Berge off the racing line. Absolutely nothing between them into the top corner. Dan Bewley away out front. Berge struggling for pace, hits the fence there on the home straight. Very lucky indeed not to come down, and that's allowed it through for Bradley Wilson-Dean. Berge at the back. The Aces in a heat advantage situation. Dan Bewley out front on his return from a horror injury last year. And looking as if he's not been off a bike. This will do Dan's confidence the world of good, I'm sure, as they head down the back straight for the final time. Bewley will start off with a race victory in his return. Fine stuff from Dan Bewley, he wins it. Second man home was Bradley Wilson-Dean, and just hanging on for third is Dimitri Berge. Good action in heat number 4. And Daniel Bewley, well, 7 months off a bike. A horror injury suffered at Workington last year, but he made a lovely start there off gate number 3, and they didn't see which way he went. The main grandstand rises to salute Dan Bewley. Great to see young Dan back on a bike and starting up very brightly indeed there in heat 4. So Dan Bewley with the win. Second man home was Bradley Wilson-Dean. Third went to Dimitri Berge, a 4-2. And after 4 races here at the National Stadium, 15 to the Red Truck Belle Vue Aces and 9 to the Peterborough Panthers.
So that's 4 points to the Aces and 2 to the Panthers, which brings the score after 4 heats.
Panic ahead of heat number 5. Rohan Tungate with some last-minute mechanical issues. Aaron Summers, his team partner, was quickly out to offer his machine for Tungate, but Tungate seemingly with well, he's not got that much time, so if it had changed speeds, he perhaps could have been ruled out on 2 minutes. He's only got 6 seconds left, so once again a Peterborough man cutting it fine here. So as Rohan Tungate arrives for this 5th race, we will take you through the lineup. It's Bjerre in yellow. Lasse suffering some mechanical issues first time out. He's in the yellow helmet then, gate 1. Next to him in blue, gate number 2, it's American Ricky Wells. Off his machine, packing down gate number 3 in white, Rohan Tungate. An impressive winner first time out in the red helmet colour off the outside, Kenneth Bjerre. So Aces up by 6 after the first 4 heats. We've had a track grade. Let's see which way this heat 5 is going to go. Danny Marshall walks away, takes fly where they go. There's the 2 Peterborough boys making a good start. Ricky Wells has made a good one as well. Kenneth Bjerre finding himself balked out to the back. Close action down the back straight. It's Rohan Tungate trying to storm his way around the outside of Ricky Wells to join his team partner Lasse Bjerre. Wells trying to come in the outside of Bjerre. Meantime, here comes Kenneth Bjerre on the inside of his brother. And tries all to close the action here on the first lap of heat number 5. A mistake from Bjerre, he jots to the back. And more mechanical woes for Bjerre. It's Rowan Tungate out front. Kenneth Bjerre didn't get away too cleanly from the outside. And despite some mechanical concerns, Rowan Tungate beating sweetly out front. So Tungate with a healthy advantage over Kenneth Bjerre. It's Fricke Wells in third. It was close action on the first lap of heat 5. So returning to the National Stadium tonight, Rowan Tungate hasn't forgotten the quickest way around. The boy beating sweetly, and he's going to defeat Kenneth Bjerre here in this 5th race. Off the final corner they come. Peterborough's Rowan Tungate wins it. Kenneth Bjerre hand for second. First spot went to Fricke Wells, and more mechanical malaise for Bjerre, who's walking his way back to the pits. No lap of honour for the 3 finishing riders. Heading back to the pit straight away. Fine stuff from Rowan Tungate. He wins heat 5 from Kenneth Bjerre, and third went to Fricke Wells. A shared race, and after 5 races, therefore 18 to the Belle Vue Aces, 12 to the Peterborough Panthers.
Number 5 was a winning white for Rowan Tungate. Rowan's winning time 60.53, 60.53.
Straight on to heat number 6. The 4 riders already at the tates for this one. The full rider lineup in white off the inside for Peterborough. It will be Bradley Wilson-Dean. Gate 2 in blue for the Aces, it's Steve Worrall. Gate 3 in yellow, Aaron Summers. And completing the lineup in the red helmet colour, Max Fricke. Well, Fricke and Worrall took a 5-1, fortunately, in heat number 1. They'll be hoping to do the same here. Aaron Summers with a funky front wheel, black and pink. We're liking that. I don't think we've seen that before. Riders are usually sporting just a single coloured rim on the front wheel, but Aaron Summers with pink and black, and looking quite snazzy there. So just taking their time ahead of this 6th race. Fricke still off his machine, packing down gate number 4. He knows the importance of getting across from there, especially with fellow Australian Aaron Summers next to him. So coming to order then for heat number 6 here at the National Stadium. Wilson-Dean, Worrall, Summers and Fricke. Starting Marshall walks away. Let's fly where they go. Start for the man on the inside, Bradley Wilson-Dean instantly throws it across the corner, trying to block the run of the Aces. Worrall slotting through and taking it up front. Here comes Max Fricke as well, and Fricke's quickly around the outside of Aaron Summers. Meantime, Wilson-Dean went around the outside of Steve Worrall. Running first lap from Bradley Wilson-Dean. Max Fricke trying to come through on his inside, but it's Wilson-Dean with his wheels in the dirt. Fricke on one wheel, absolutely nothing between them. It's the Kiwi out front, Wilson-Dean ahead of Max Fricke. Steve Worrall in third, Fricke keeping it down low. T-lines whether to throw it out wide. Wilson-Dean's riding that line. Max Fricke trying to build up his pace here. Down the back straight they go for the 3rd time. It's Wilson-Dean out front. Max Fricke trying to hunt him down. He throws it out wide. Fricke can't quite build up his pace here. But they'll have a good go in this final lap of heat 6. Wilson-Dean, strong ride out front from Max Fricke and Steve Worrall. Into the top corner they go. I think the Peterborough man will bring it home. Bradley Wilson-Dean's had to work hard for it, and he takes an impressive win there. Good stuff from Bradley Wilson-Dean in heat number 6. A really strong ride from him. Some fine action on the first lap and a half or so, and you can see what it means to Bradley Wilson-Dean, making it count from the inside. And despite the very best efforts of the Aces pair there, Max Fricke and Steve Worrall, unable to hunt him down. And Wilson-Dean, we've seen before, goes well here at the National Stadium, and a really strong ride from him there in that 6th race. So Bradley Wilson-Dean delighted with that. He wins heat number 6. Second went home Max Fricke, and third went to Steve Worrall. A shared race, and progressively the score moves on. 21 to the Belle Vue Aces, 15 to the Peterborough Panthers.
Not many people beat Max Fricke around this circuit, believe me. Second in red was Max Fricke, and third in blue Steve Worrall.
On we go then to heat number 7. The 4 riders at the line for this one, going in the yellow helmet colour, gate number 1. It is Charles Wright. Next to him in red, hoping to make it to out of 2, Dan Bewley. In white for the Panthers, their captain Hans Andersen. And off the outside in blue is Dimitri Berge. Well, Hans Andersen ran a surprising last place in his first outing, so maybe a couple of changes to his setup for Hans, a vastly experienced campaigner. Been riding over here since 2000, so Hans' 20th season in British Speedway. Had plenty of clubs in that time, including a couple of spells in Aces colours as well. So just awaiting Charles Wright here in the yellow helmet colour. They settle down then for heat number 7. Takes fly away they go. Fast start for the man in the red helmet colour, Dan Bewley. Charles Wright's made a good one as well, and it's Wright and Bewley off the second corner. Dan Bewley gets his wheels in line first and he takes it up. It's Charles Wright in second, Hans Andersen riding down low in third, with Berge trying to come in the outside of him. Dan Bewley looking as if he's not been away. Meantime, Berge trying to hunt down the Panthers pair, looking for a way through on the inside. Close between second, third and fourth, as Dan Bewley's got a way out front. So Bewley on his way for his second victory of the night. Hans Andersen now into second, Charles Wright wide on the second corner. Charles out of shape there slightly, but Berge not able to find a way past. But Daniel Bewley loving the wide open spaces at the National Stadium. And looking sublime out front. It's going to be another shared race situation. The Aces 6-point lead will be maintained, but unable to build on it here. Around the final corner they come. Daniel Bewley, brilliant stuff from young Dan, he wins it. Second man home was Hans Andersen. Third one went to Charles Wright. Disappointment for Dimitri Berge. Fabulous to see Dan back and going so well. Aces on the fans on the south stand, absolutely delighted with that. May not be the biggest of attendances tonight, but still those that are here enjoying the race action so far. Once again the main grandstand rises and salute Daniel Bewley. Fight stuff from Dan, brilliant start and didn't make a mistake. Another impressive win for the youngster. Dan Bewley wins it. Second man home was Hans Andersen, third Charles Wright. The shared race, and progressively the score moves on. 24 to the Renchuck Belle Vue Aces and 18 to the Peterborough Panthers.
Second in white was Hans Andersen, and third in yellow Charles Wright. 3 to the Aces and 3 to
reaching the halfway stage of this Premiership Supporters Cup here at National Stadium in Manchester. Aces up by 6, and we move on to the 8th race of the night. The lineup for this one sees going in the yellow helmet colour, gate number 1, Ben Berge. Gate 2 in blue, it will be Jamin Lidsey. Gate 3 in white, hopefully with no further mechanical problems and seemingly a change of machine down there, Bjerre. And in gate number 4 it will be Steve Worrall. Be interested to see what sort of start Bjerre makes in this one. He's made 2 swift starts on his first bike, but he's obviously ditched that and hoping for better on his second machine here. So coming to order for heat number 8. Takes fly away they go, although Jamin Lidsey doesn't move away from the line, and the Peterborough boys away. It's Berge out front, and problem for Berge, who goes wide, and Steve Worrall takes it up. I thought for the moment the race was being stopped because Berge came to an instant halt, but that's gifted it to Steve Worrall. So an interesting heat 8, and down the back straight for the second time. Worrall leading from Bjerre. It's Berge on a struggling motor in third, and Lidsey's checking his machine. He's on the centre. So the sequence of share races will continue here. Steve Worrall pulling away from Bjerre, but at least the bike's still beating for Lasser in second place here. Berge a mile away in third. A lap to go here. Steve Worrall looks as if he'll bring it home and be another heat winner for the home side. Into the top corner they go. Steve Worrall. Good stuff from him. He takes the checker flag of victory there. Second man home, Bjerre, and Ben Berge eventually will finish the race. So disappointment for Jamin Lidsey and indeed Ben Berge. Be interested to see if there's any comment made whether Berge did have a bike issue or whether there was a red light or something on the back straight, because that was very unusual. Berge came to a stop. He is looking down at his machine, so perhaps it was a mechanical thing. Nevertheless, no stopping Steve Worrall. Good winning ride from him. And a celebrating wheelie down the home straight from the Aces man, Steve Worrall there. Fine stuff from Steve Worrall. He wins it. Second man home was Bjerre, and third went to Ben Berge. A shared race, 3 apiece, and after 8 races here, 27 to the Belle Vue races, 21 to the Peterborough Panthers.
And third in yellow, Ben Berge. The point shared again, 3 to the Aces.
We are now into the latter half.
Second half of the meeting here then, and we've had another track grade just to smooth things out, and the 4 riders at the line for this 9th race. It sees going in the red helmet colour, gate number 1 for the Belle Vue Aces, Kenneth Bjerre. Gate 2 in white for the Panthers, impressive winner last time out, Bradley Wilson-Dean. Gate 3 in blue will be Ricky Wells, and off the outside in yellow, Aaron Summers. Bradley Wilson-Dean superbly won Heat 6 to defeat Fricke and Worrall. They do the same here in Heat 9. Kenneth Bjerre, though, will be looking to make Gate 1 count. So settling down for Heat number 9. Carter Marshall's happy, he walks away. Let's fly away they go. That's a good start from man off gate number 2, Bradley Wilson-Dean. Kenneth Bjerre though forces him aside. Aaron Summers coming through on the inside, and Summers trying to make a long straight of it to hunt down Bjerre. It's Kenneth Bjerre out front making it count from the inside. Here comes Bradley Wilson-Dean on the outside of his team partner. Well, Summers blocks the run. Perhaps he doesn't know that it's Wilson-Dean behind, and that almost brings Ricky Wells back into play. So Wells looking for a way through on the inside of the 2 Peterborough men. Meantime, Kenneth Bjerre making it count from gate number 1, heading for home. So Kenneth Bjerre beating sweetly here, looking good. Summers and Wilson-Dean packing the places. What can Ricky Wells do? Trying to build up his pace, but not able to do so. And so this sequence of shared races will continue, it would seem. Kenneth Bjerre clear out front. The 2 Peterborough boys fighting amongst themselves. Wilson-Dean down low. Aaron Summers around the outside of him. So come off the final corner. Kenneth Bjerre will take the checker flag of victory. He wins it. Very close between the 2 Peterborough men. Will allow Graham Flint to call that one. Disappointment for Ricky Wells. Just unable to put the bike in the right place to form a challenge on the 2 Peterborough boys. Coming round on a lap of honour is Kenneth Bjerre. Great to see Kenneth back in Aces colours, of course released last year, unable to be accommodated. Had a short spell with the Leicester Lions from April through August or so. But back of an ace in 2019 and going great guns for the Manchester team so far this year. So fine stuff from Kenneth Bjerre. He takes an impressive win. We'll just await clarification as to second place. It was indeed Aaron Summers, and third went to Bradley Wilson-Dean. A shared race, and after nine races here, the score moves on. 30 to the Belle Vue Aces and 24 to the Peterborough Panthers.
30 points. Peterborough Panthers 24. 13-24. The winning time 61.41. Moving on to heat number 10, sponsored by...
On we go to heat number 10. Last man to arrive is Steve Worrall. Worrall lining up in gate 3 here in the blue helmet colour. His team partner, Max Fricke, he goes in the red helmet colour off the inside. Hans Andersen's not the best tonight so far. He's in white, gate number 2. Gate 3 in blue, Stevie Worrall, and off the outside in yellow, Charles Wright. So Aces looking for a heat advantage to break the sequence. They're in control, but 151 to the visitors would certainly put a spanner in the works. Aces will be desperate to open up their home campaign in 2019 with a victory. Temperature really dropping now here in Manchester. But the track action warming everybody up. coming to order then for heat number 10. Next fly away they go. Pretty tight on the inside away from the line between Max Fricke and Hans Andersen. Andersen trying to storm his way through on the inside of the young Australian. Fricke though repels that challenge. It's Fricke out front. Tight at the back between Charles Wright and Steve Worrall. And Steve Worrall coming a long way around the outside of Charles Wright. Fine first lap from both Aces boys. Worrall fired up, cutting down low now on the inside of Hans Andersen. The experienced Dane looking across full Steve Worrall. Tight between those two into the top corner. Fricke on his way out front. Meantime, here comes Charles Wright back on the outside. Charles Wright almost hitting the fence there in an effort to try to hunt down Steve Worrall. Tight between those two. It looks as if the sequence of shared races will cease here with a heat advantage to the Aces. But Fricke looking across to see where Hans Andersen is. Meantime, Worrall being chased down here by Charles Wright. Steve Worrall losing pace with every lap. Charles Wright's got through. Can Steve Worrall get back through on his inside? Then they go into the top corner. Worrall throw around the outside of Charles Wright. I think he'll get around him. No, not quite. The Peterborough man hangs on. And there's us thinking that it would be a heat advantage to the Wrencher cases, but unfortunately Steve Worrall losing pace on every lap. They ran out front here, plenty of pace, celebratory really from Max Fricke.
Looking super quick.
So Max Fricke going great guns here at the National Stadium tonight, making up for his defeat last time out of the hands of Bradley Wilson-Dean. Storms his way to victory there in Heat 10.
The official was also beaten number 10 was.
So the win goes to Max Fricke. Second man home was the rider in white, Hans Andersen. Third went to Charles Wright, and disappointment for Steve Worrall. A shared race once again, and the score moves on. 33 to the Renchuk Belle Vue Aces and 27 to the Peterborough Panthers.
3 to the Panthers. Score after 10 heats. The Belle Vue Renchuk Aces 33. Peterborough Panthers 27.
Riders at the line for heat number 11. Moved this meeting on a pace. It's just gone past 8:30, and we've done 10 races in an hour. That's great to see. The lineup for heat number 11, looking for a hat trick of wins in the red helmet colour. Gate number 1, Daniel Bewley. Next to him in white for the Panthers, Rohan Tungate. Gate 3 in blue will be Jamin Lidsey, and off the outside in yellow, Lasse Bjerre. Well, I'm sure Jamin Lidsey will be hopeful that his bike can get him away from the line this time. Didn't move at all when they take slew in heat number 8. We've had a sequence of 6 shared races on the spin, and can that sequence be broken here? Tungate's keen, almost surged through the takes there as he comes to order. We are awaiting Daniel Bewley on the inside. Settle down heat number 11. Next fly away they go. Bewley with a lovely start off gate number 1, and Bewley gets to the first corner. Slotting into second, Rohan Tungate. Lidsey with his wheels in line, and here comes the Australian on the inside of Rohan Tungate. Absolutely nothing between them into the top corner. And the Aces do go 1 and 2. Bewley and Lidsey then. Rohan Tungate looking to respond. Lasse Bjerre at the back. Rohan Tungate taken by surprise as Lidsey made a good straight line of things down the back straight for the first time. Is Bewley on his way to 3 wins out of 3. Jamin Lidsey shot by from him in second, although Tungate a lot more experience around this National Speedway Stadium circuit, trying to hunt him down. Tungate's got a lot of pace in third here, trying to find a way through on the inside of his countryman. Lidsey looks across, here comes Tungate throwing the bike at him, and Lidsey won't be moved. And fine action here in heat number 11. Down the back straight they go. The Aces are going to take the first 5-1 of the night, and it's going to go the way of Dan Bewley and Jamin Lidsey. 5 stuff for the Renchuk cases there. 3 out of 3 for Daniel Bewley. Brilliant stuff from the young man. Jamin Lidsey would not be denied there, despite the very best efforts of Rohan Tungate. Tungate tried to force his way through, but Lidsey would not be moved. And the first 5-1 of the night goes the way of the home side. Brilliant stuff from Bewley and Lidsey there in heat number 11.
National Speedway Stadium. Grandstand, you know the drill. Get on your feet.
The main grandstand will rise to salute Daniel Bewley. 3 wins out of 3 for him, and Lidsey comes back from a mechanical issue last time out to take a great pay victory there in heat 11. Dan Bewley with the win. Jamin Lidsey home for second. Rohan Tungate for third. A 5-1. And after 11 races here at the National Stadium, the score moves on. 38 to the Renchuk Belle Vue Aces and 28 to the Peterborough Panthers.
Place for Jamin Lidsey and third in white and Rohan Tungate. Maximum 5 points to the Aces and 1 to the Panthers. 5-1.
Extra time having been allowed ahead of heat number 12. Team manager of the Renchuk Aces, Mark Lemon, plumping for Jamin Lidsey to replace Fricke Wells in this one. Lidsey getting a reward for his efforts last time out. And Lidsey just arriving here in the blue helmet colour. He will line up off the outside. For the inside in the yellow helmet, gate number 1 for Peterborough, it will be Hans Andersen. Gate 2 in red will be Max Fricke. In white, gate number 3 will be Bradley Wilson-Dean. And off the outside in blue, it will be Jamin Lidsey. So 2 Australians for the Renchuk Aces in this one. Hans Andersen's had a quiet night by his high standards. So Hans, I'm sure, will be looking to make a fast start from the inside here. Just taking their time to settle down for heat number 12. Fricke just re-alighting his machine. So coming toward heat number 12. Green lights on for Graham Fricke to where they go. Fricke with a good start, although elbows between him and Hans Andersen. Here's coming from wide Bradley Wilson-Dean, but it's Fricke out front and away. Wilson-Dean on a rocket ship in second. It's Hans Andersen in third, and Lidsey missing out, he's in the back. Wilson-Dean, another strong ride. Defeated Max Fricke in heat number 6, and looking to do the same here. Fricke being forced to run perhaps a little too wide here. Wilson-Dean on his inside. Strong challenge once again from the Kiwi. It's Fricke out front. Wilson-Dean in second, Andersen in third. Lidsey's not too far away in the back of the field, trying to chase down the Peterborough pair. They're fighting amongst themselves, and that's allowing Max Fricke to get away. Here comes Wilson-Dean once again, throwing it out really wide on the top corner. Goes too wide, his team partner Hans Andersen comes through. So Max Fricke, just the one defeat to his name so far tonight. He's had to work hard in this heat number 12. Into the top corner he goes. Max Fricke, fine stuff from him. He wins it. Second one home will be Hans Andersen. First one went to Bradley Wilson-Dean. Good stuff from Max Fricke there. Disappointed from Jamin Lidsey. He wasn't able to repeat his heat 11 heroics. But Max Fricke, 11 out of 12 for him tonight. And the Aces captain in 2019 in fine form. Aces fans in main grandstand, a warm round of applause from them. Fine stuff from Max. He wins heat number 12. Second man home was Hans Andersen, and third went to Bradley Wilson-Dean. A shared race, and after 12 heats, 41 to the Renchuk Belle Vue Aces and 31 to the Peterborough Panthers.
Third in white, Bradley Wilson-Dean. 3 to the Aces and 3 to the Panthers.
3 heats remaining then. Aces leading by 10 points. So they've almost brought this home, but no complacency. They'll be looking to put it to bed in this 13th heat. The full lineup for which is going in the white helmet colour for Peterborough. Gate number 1 in white, it will be Rohan Tungate. Next to him in blue for the Renchuk Aces, that's the 1 drop point so far tonight, Kenneth Bjerre. Gate 3 in yellow, Charles Wright. And off the outside in the red helmet colour, undefeated from his 3 starts tonight, Daniel Bewley. So a dream return to the track here at home for Dan. Had a practice ahead of the Peter Craven meeting some 10 days or so ago. But always different in race conditions, and Dan Bewley, well, can he secure another victory here? Settling down for heat 13. That's where they go. And Bjerre with a lovely start off gate number 2. Bjerre's away. Rohan Tungate from the inside has made a reasonable one as well. Bewley's missed out, although he's trying to come through on the inside here of Charles Wright. Size against it. It's Bewley finding himself in the back. Meantime out front, Kenneth Bjerre handing down by Rowan Tungate and Charles Wright. Dan Bewley riding down low, trying to come through on the inside of Wright. Looks to have done so. Wright though will respond. Charles Wright back around the outside of him. Meantime, Tungate with plenty of pace is second, trying to hunt down. Yeah, Bewley, a lovely inside cut back there on Charles Wright. We've got two races in one here. Tungate's taking it up. He takes Bjerre by surprise. And Bjerre, I think, with some mechanical issues. And now Charles Wright storms his way back through on the inside of Dan Bewley. All happening here in this one. Bewley wants to go back through on the inside of Wright. Wright looking to respond. I think Tungate will bring home the victory. Dan Bewley will suffer his first defeat of the night. There's been some fine action. Mechanical malaise this time for Kenneth Bjerre. Round they come. Tungate will take the victory. Peterborough scored a heat advantage in heat 13. And Dan Bewley, well, he and Charles Wright were trading places on every corner. Rohan Tungate takes the win. Disappointment for Kenneth Bjerre, as his mechanics rushing along the home straight to retrieve his machine. The other three are going to head back to the pits quickly.
Something quite clearly not right there, but it's a 4-2.
Good stuff from Rohan Tungate. He takes an impressive win. Daniel Bewley does come home for second. Third goes to Charles Wright, a 4-2 to the visitors in that one, and the score moves on 43 to the Renchuk Belle Vue Aces and 35 to the Peterborough Panthers.
61.72. Second in red was Dan Bewley, and third in yellow, Charles Wright.
Interval concluded. Heat number 14. Riders have been nominated by the two clubs' Twitter followers, and the nominations are as follows. Riding in the white helmet colour for Peterborough, it will be Bradley Wilson-Dean. Next to him in red for the Renchuk Belle Vue Aces, Daniel Bewley. Gate 3 in yellow, Charles Wright, and off the outside in blue, it will be Steve Worrall. So as we say, the four riders have been nominated courtesy of a Twitter vote here. 15 minutes after Heat 10, the fans have been able to choose their representatives in this one. So something novel for the Premiership Supporters Cup. There's four riders that get nominated by the team manager as being those that he'd like to appear, and then fans have the option of picking one rider on a Twitter vote, and the top two from the cumulative scores, as it were, get put into Heat 14. So Aces leading by 8, just need a couple of points to wrap up the victory. Next fly away they go. Passed off for the man off the yellow helmet colour, game number 3, Charles Wright. Peterborough away. It's Wright then from Bradley Wilson-Dean. Here comes Worrall on the outside of the Kiwi. Wilson-Dean though will storm his way back down the inside of him. Nothing between those two into the top corner. Worrall won't be moved, and here comes Dan Bewley on the inside. Effective action on the first lap. Steve Worrall fired up, trying to hunt down Charles Wright. Not too much between those two, and it's close for second, third and fourth, with Bewley not too far behind at the back. Charles Wright out front. Steve Worrall still in second from Bradley Wilson-Dean. Dan Bewley losing some pace, it would seem, in this one. So Peterborough with the heat advantage here. It won't be quite enough. They need a 5-1. Steve Worrall though is trying to take the victory. Here comes Worrall throwing it wide around the outside of Charles Wright. Wright just with the advantage. Wilson-Dean's fired up in third. He will come down on the inside of Worrall. Worrall looks across. Bewley not out of contention. Down the back straight for the fourth and final time. Here comes Steve Worrall with a final challenge on Charles Wright, but the Peterborough man I think will bring it home. It'll be a run to the flag. Wright wins it. Worrall home for second. Third spot went to Bradley Wilson-Dean. Disappointment for Daniel Bewley, who's just tired as the meeting's gone on. 3 race victories in the second place though. Brilliant points return tonight for Dan Bewley. And Peterborough, well, they take a heat advantage, a 4-2. And they've certainly put in an impressive showing tonight on the road here at Manchester. They won't be victorious, but they won't go down by too many. Fine stuff then in heat number 14. Charles Wright taking the win. Stevie Worrall home for second. Third went to Bradley Wilson-Dean, a 4-2 to the visitors, and with one heat remaining here at the National Stadium, the score moves on 45 to the Renchuk Belle Vue Aces and 39 to the Peterborough Panthers.
Second in blue was Steve Worrall, And third in white, Bradley Wilson-Dean. 2 points to the
Final action of the night here at the National Stadium. Ventral Cases will be victorious in this Premiership Supporters Cup fixture, but they've been made to work hard tonight by a battling effort by the Peterborough Panthers. By denominations courtesy of the team managers for this heat number 15. It sees going in the white honey colour gate number 1, it will be Rowan Tungate. Gate 2 in red, it will be Kenneth Bjerre. Gate 3 in yellow, Hans Andersen, and the lineup in blue off the outside will be Max Fricke. Well, Kenneth Bjerre, he'll be hopeful that the bike doesn't let him down this time. Can the Aces finish with a 5-1 to put an encouraging show on things? If they were to take the 5-1, they'd win by 10 points. Peterborough, not many tipping them. They've had a few issues ahead of the season with Chris Harris firstly moving to Ipswich instead of lining up for the Panthers. Then Craig Cook unable to join them due to contractual issues. Here we go then, final race of the night, Heat 15. Where they go. It's a level start, but it's the Aces boys that show. Yeah, with a lovely start from gate number 2. Tungate's made a reasonable, but here comes Max Fricke on the outside of him, and Fricke goes from 3rd to 1st. Max Fricke hooking up with Kenneth Bjerre here. Rowan Tungate trying to come on the outside of Bjerre. It's down there, and it is Aces 1 and 2. Hans Andersen's missed out, he's at the back. 2 Panthers having a good look down on the inside of Kenneth Bjerre. Meantime, Max Fricke's away and gone. On his way to 4 race victories, it would seem. Kenneth Bjerre being pressured by Rowan Tungate. 2 left gone on heat number 15. The Aces look to be finishing in exactly the same way as they began, with a 5-1 maximum score. To the top corner they go, just over a lap remaining. Fricke and Bjerre combining, and I'm sure team manager Mark Lemon will be hopeful that this will be the same story all year long between Fricke and Kenneth Bjerre. The Panthers have got no answer. They're going to take a 5-1 here. The Ventral Cases are going to be victorious by 10. Off the final corner, Fricke and Bjerre take a maximum in the last, poached up from them. Rowan Tungate comes home for a third. Hans Andersen finishes at the back. So Max Fricke just 1 drop point tonight, that to Bradley Wilson-Dean in Heat 6. He celebrates with a wheelie down the home straight, 14 out of 15 for Max. Strong night also from Kenneth Bjerre, and the Ventral Cases with the vast majority of the winners are victorious here at the National Stadium this evening. And the lap of wheelies from Max Fricke. Kenneth Bjerre coming around a lap of honour as well. Max is coming around once more down the back straight. Those fans that have turned out tonight on a bitterly cold April evening will enjoy what they have seen. Belle Vue being made to work hard for their victory. A battling effort from Peterborough, all credit to them. But it is the Ventral Cases who take the Premiership Supporters Cup points on offer here this evening. Max Fricke with the win, second went home Kenneth Bjerre, third went to Rowan Tungate, a 5-1 in the last, and thus the final score 50 to the Renchuk Belle Vue Aces and 40 to the Peterborough Panthers.
Max Fricke. Max's winning time 61.78, 61.78. Second in round.
Well, Max Fricke and Kenneth Bjerre doing what they do best in heat number 15. A great 5-1 there to secure the victory for Belle Vue. The final score, 50 points to 40. So next week, no historic racing action online because Speedway is returning to the National Speedway Stadium live on Thursday, August the 27th for the 2020 British Youth Championships. 7 p.m. start. Now, all of the information you guys are going to need regarding tickets and attendance at the stadium for that event can be found on our website. That's www.bellevue-speedway.com. And for those of you that do join us for that event, please bear in mind that strict social distancing measures will be in place to ensure that we are fully COVID-19 compliant. And I'm sure then we can enjoy a great night of racing with the British Stars of tomorrow. The good news is we will be bringing the historic action back in September. You guys have been voting and you have chosen to see Kings Lynn back at the National Speedway Stadium for some more league action against the Belle Vue boys. That will be happening on September the 3rd at 8 o'clock sharp on our official Facebook and YouTube channels. So if we don't see you at the British Youth Championships next week, we'll see you on September the 3rd. Take care until then.